Hey everybody, Mike Buck here with AK Sled Shed. In Alaska we do a lot of deep backcountry rides in the mountains, and if you get out there and you have a emergency situation, you may have to spend the night out there. So you want to make sure that you take enough gear with you that you can spend a semi-comfortable night out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to talk to you today about what I carry in my tunnel bag. We'll do some other segments on what we carry on other places on the machine, but specifically today we're going to talk about the tunnel bag. I encourage you to make a checklist for yourself on what things you think you would need to have out there in the backcountry to stay safe and be able to survive a cold night out in the middle of nowhere. So in my tunnel bag, this is what I've got. On top of the bag, I've got an extra shovel. I've got one in my avalanche pack. That always stays there, but this one comes in really handy. It's got the hoe mode position, which is really nice for dragging snow down or out of a snow cave, that sort of thing. Really nice big blade is awesome. So this is a great shovel for digging a snow cave if you need to spend the night out there. And then it also has a saw and handle as well. So that'd just be an extra auxiliary saw for me. So inside the bag, right on top here, I've got my siphon hose. And if I ever have to use that, I try not to put it back inside there, strap it on the outside. Or if I do put it in the bag, I put it in a plastic bag, shake it out really good and get it clean. Emergency survival candle. This thing will burn for 36 hours. Extra set of goggles, another setup in my windshield bag, a medical kit, and you want to go through this and make sure that it meets your needs. I've taken things out and added things to it to make it work for me. Duct tape, that's probably the best medical kit. If you have somebody that has a severe break or something like that, you're gonna build a splint, and you're probably gonna use duct tape to build that splint. And I really like this bivy sack. It's got some insulation to it. There are other smaller ones which are great as well, but if I have somebody in a serious life-threatening situation, I want to have a little bit of insulation in that bivy sack, so this is I think a better choice. My MacGyver kit that we talked to Chris Oles about, all my tools are in here, and all my extra little things to do repairs on machines. I carry a couple things that didn't fit in my toolkit. I do carry a hacksaw and a little bigger screwdriver for doing prying. And a SAM splint in case you have somebody with a really severe break. These work great instead of using sticks, so that's handy. Some big zip ties are really handy for some of those repairs. I carry this little Esprit stove. It uses those little fuel pellets, and with one of those little pellets you can boil a whole container of water here pretty easily, or melt snow for drinking. But I really like to have a stove with me. You really have to have something that you can make water in. So you want to have at least some kind of a pot like this in case you're building a fire, so you can produce some water. And then I do carry this little folding titanium stove. It really is handy if you run out of those little fuel pellets. It's nice to be able to use wood out there and be able to still cook and create hot water. And then this is kind of my survival kit that has all the miscellaneous stuff in it. I'll just pull out a few items here. Got some flares, some more fire starter material. Actually have another candle in here, a really good compass with a mirror on it for a signaling device. I've got some flagging and a pencil in case you need to write down vital signs, or if you putting a tourniquet on, you want to write that information down. So that's could be handy. Some other fire starting materials, a little magnesium strip here, and the flint and steel for creating a spark to create a fire in case your matches run out or whatever. It's a little energy drink that I can add to some water. Some more paracord string. Another little Leatherman. Another light. Lighter. Headlamp. Spoon, and some cleansing wipes, that sort of thing. And I don't see my cup of soup little bag. I usually have some tea and cup of soup in there as well, but I need to add that to my list. And then I carry a little piece of foam in the bottom, keep things from bouncing around, and also it comes in handy sitting around a fire, so you're not sitting on the cold snow. And an axe. I really like having an axe just because sometimes you need a hammer, and it's really a quick way to get firewood quick and easy. And then this is my favorite saw. Trailblazer is the name of the company, and it's a really lightweight aluminum bow saw. You open this thing up, it's got a blade inside of the crossbar here, and you attach that on there and tighten it up, and it makes a really good quality bow saw that you can cut some big diameter wood. If you're stuck out there all night cutting firewood, you don't want to do it with one of those little tiny saws that you use to cut the willows off of your skis when you get tangled up. You really need a bow saw so that you can cut some serious wood. And then in the top part here, waterproof section, I've got some extra trash bags. Those always come in handy for all kinds of things. And then extra gloves, a balaclava, an extra hat, an extra face mask, and down mittens for when it gets super cold. And then in the top part here, emergency puffy coat. So that's pretty much it in the tunnel bag. So that's what I carry. Make your own checklist, decide what you think you should take out in the backcountry, and then go out there sometime when there's no pressure on and practice a little bit and see if you have everything you need to be able to make a good shelter and stay semi-comfortable.